What's going on, guys? We got a lot going on here, so we'll start right to left. We're going to be using the T16 on the second shark, the better shark. This is operating off of a Lemon flight controller. It did have Red Raystar motors on it. We did a complete frame swap and motor swap to some Santa Whoop motors because they were much better and they offer better flight time. We're going to be using the Fat Shark goggles right here with that module right there. You could have a little look at my antennas. And then what is this? What is connected to it? Check it out. So it's a 3.5 millimeter jack that goes out. It's video out to video in to this FXT technology DVR recorder. Now, where this thing would be really king is if you had a set of goggles that didn't have DVR but did have a video out via 3.5. Damn, so now you got DVR. And this is powered by, I believe it's 7 to 28 volts right there, and it's the same plug as the Fat Sharks here. It's the same plug as Fat Sharks. I usually use this battery setup and that plug setup on the Fat Sharks, but that's what I'm going to be powering this by. So kind of a review of the controller flyability. We're going to do a side-by-side comparison, DVR on the Fat Sharks and DVR on these right here. So without any further ado, let's go. Alright guys, so this first one here is from the Fat Sharks. Basically what we're going to do is try to replicate both flights. We're going to go around the tree, come around the tree, and then we're going to go upfield. Then we'll do that with the FXT, and then I'll put this side to side. That way you kind of see them both at the same time. With an SD card in the Fat Sharks, it will not give you video out. At least mine won't. So that's the reason why I don't have duplicate flights here, and I had to replicate the flights, if you could understand it. But if you notice color is a little bit dreary, it's not bad. And then as soon as we snap over here to the FXT, we get a much brighter color. We're getting truer greens, we're getting truer blues. There's a reason for that. There's a big reason for that, and it comes down to what it's recording in. And Fat Shark's DVR is less superior to the FXT DVR, and it shows on paper, and I will show you the paper. I'll show you the details after we do the side-by-side. But here we go. We're going to do a little side-by-side. Again, we have the FXT DVR to the right and the Fat Shark to the left. Fat Shark to the left is considerably washed out versus the FXT DVR. Is the Fat Shark's DVR bad? No, it's not bad. It's usable. Is the FXT's DVR better? Yes, it's absolutely better. You can see that night and day. You can see the grass. My grass isn't really gray, it's green. But here we'll show you a side-by-side comparison. We're looking at 640 to 480 versus 720 to 480, and frames per second was showing 60 frames per second on the FXT, despite the fact what I'm showing you here is in-app. There is an app to this. It does put out Wi-Fi. I wouldn't suggest flying with it. It's a nice visual confirmation that you're actually recording, and you'll see the FPS. The most that we get out of that is actually 31, so maybe that's the FPS being transmitted over via Wi-Fi versus what's actually recording to the SD card, because in the details it shows 60 frames per second. I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Later.